Behind me, looking out from the 19th floor of the Sheraton Grand in Hyde Park, Sydney, the heavens have opened up, the rain is pouring, and tomorrow Kim and I are supposed to be heading out on our 8-day Aussie bike adventure. So every now and then in life, you come... Oh my God. So what you see down here is my riding gear, jackets, pants, hydration pack, boots, helmet, gloves, socks, motor skivvies and undershirt. At the top here I have my waterproof gear, which will go into a pack that will sit on top of the pannier for easy access. This little small pack over here is my, let's call it civilian clothes for the evenings at the pubs or in the hotels. What we have here is riding underwear and thermal, a Gore-Tex set of gloves, some shoes for walking, some flip-flops to let my feet air out, our shopping bags to carry the transport, the stuff, our toiletries, and a medical kit just in case. In our full riding gear, armed with our shopping bags containing the rest of our gear, we caught a taxi to bike around Oz, about 10 kilometers away from the hotel. And within about an hour and a half, we're on our way heading out of Sydney. Our plan was to avoid the freeway like the plague, so we took a few suburban roads and eventually joined onto the old northern road and headed due north all the way up to Wiseman's Ferry. And at Wiseman's Ferry we turned left and headed west towards Cat Eye and Old Pitt Town. Well, we've made it about 2.5 hours into our travel. We're here in Pitt Town, dealing with the flies. That's typical out here in rural Australia. And we discovered something that we did not expect. When we chose all the roads, we went to great lengths to ensure that we chose the most winding, beautiful roads. And we discovered that makes Kim a little bit with motion sickness. So we've been dealing with this. We pulled in here, found a pharmacy, we got a Dramamine equivalent, and we're going to be struggling with that and see where we're going, but we don't have too many options because the next 7 days are just filled with winding roads, and every piece of accommodation that we've booked so far is at the end of a long winding road. So hopefully Kim feels a little bit easier, a little bit better on the rest of this ride, and I'm hoping for the best. About halfway into our ride, the first of the raindrops started appearing on our visors, and as always, you want to kind of delay stopping and putting on your rain gear because you're not sure if it's going to be serious. But about 2 kilometers on, we knew what we were getting into. We could see up the mountain that it was completely covered in fog and mist, and we pulled off to the side of the road, made an emergency stop, putting on our rain gear. And we were so thankful we did, because no sooner than we'd done that, we ended up in pouring rain. In fact, at one point we thought it might even be hailing, but it was just incredibly heavy raindrops. We rode through the Blue Mountains in a mix of blue sky, rain, mist where we could hardly see, 500 foot ahead of us. But all in all, it was an absolutely wonderful day of riding. We continued along Old Bell's line of road, and we headed south along the Great Western Highway, through Mount Victoria, through Blackheath, and into Medlow Bath, where we found our hotel for the night, the Hydra Majestic, nestled high above the Blue Mountain Range. The Hydra Majestic Hotel is quite an amazing place. It dates back to 1891, when it was called the Belgravia Hotel, but then was purchased in 1901 by a German who wanted to make Australia's first hydropathic spa, and it was opened to the public shortly thereafter. And it is really an eclectic mix of fantastic artwork, sort of Art Deco style in certain places. Every element is different. The setting is just absolutely so picturesque. There was a moment when the sun broke through and we could see it coming through the clouds over the valley. And it was really a great way to end our first day in the saddle.